Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine and this is my season now. Y'all, I just have a quick word, right? That today when I got off work, I took a shower, went to bed or whatever. But as I was waking up, God spoke something to me and he said, make room for the new. He said, make room for the new. There have been some of us who has been in a season of stripping, right? And it's been a hard season. God has been asking us to let go of almost everything, right? But it's because the thing that is coming, that's what I'm on here to let somebody know, that what is coming is so big that you had to let him go. You had to let her go. You had to stop doing that. God asked you to put down some things. God asked you to let go of some things because the thing that he is bringing to your life is about to be so big. It's about to have you so busy that God said you had to let them go because the thing that he's about to do is about to be so huge. Glory to God. And then there has been some of us, and especially me, right, where I remember saying this specific prayer where I was like, God, give me life. Like, you said that you are the God of resurrection. Like, God, bring life to my life, right? Because I have literally, for like the past 4 years, have been in a season where my life itself had no life. Like, nothing was living or moving. There was nothing. I had nothing going on. I felt like there was just nothing for me to do, right? But God said that season was for a reason, because of what he's about to do, because of the big thing that he's about to bring to your life. And for a lot of us, it's big things. Like, the thing is going to be more than one thing, right? So this word may not be for everybody. It may not register to everyone, but who it is for, you would know, right? You will know. There's already a knowing that comes with prophetic words, especially if you've already been seeking God for yourself, right? God spoke to me this morning. Glory to God. The voice of the Holy Spirit, my God, was waiting on me to wake up so he could whisper in my ear. Make room for the new. Make room for the new. And y'all, there was a prophetic declaration that I made. There was something that I did, right, that held so much weight in the prophetic, right? So there is this ring that my mama bought me for Christmas about a couple years ago, and I wear it on my marriage finger. I wear it on my wedding finger for no specific reason, just because it fits this finger better. Even though, we have two hands, but this hand is bigger than this hand, right? So the ring don't fit over here. I have to wear it on this hand, and it only fits on that specific finger. But for some reason, like a month ago, my spirit was like, take that ring off of your marriage finger, because you're making room. This is a prophetic declaration that you're making room for what God is about to do. So I put the ring on my necklace, right? Just to have it still in my possession. It came from my mama. But yet and still, there's a switch. There has been a change. There's been something new. There's been a shift. Glory to the most high living God. There has been a shift in the spirit that just told me, listen, girl, you cannot have that ring on your finger, because there's a new thing that is coming to you, and you have to make room for it. That thing has to have a place. All glory to God. Let me tell y'all one thing. When the servant of Abraham came looking for a wife for his son, there was something that he was looking for. He was looking for a place. Do you hear me? There had to be a place for his camels, for him and his camels to stay the night, okay? And also he had some servants with him. So there's somebody who's been worried about the vacancy that you have in your house, or that you have whatever that vacancy is. It could be in your heart. It could be an empty place in your heart or in your life that God has been preserving. He said, because it's that room, it's that space that he's been trying to make for the new. And some of y'all has been trying to put different things and things that are not of God, people who God did not tell you to bring into your life. You've been trying to put them in that place. God says, stop it. He said, no, he has a plan for that place. God said he knows the plans that he has for you. He knows he's going to fill that space. God said he is going to fill that space with the new thing that he has for you. Trust God. Wait on God. Glory to God. It's somebody who's like, God, I'm empty and I'm bare. There's nothing there. God said, I'm about to do a new thing. There's a part in the Bible that says that the barren woman is in labor. The barren woman will birth a child, but her child will be more than her who always got kids and having babies. That's why you had to wait. God said, because your baby is going to be more. Your baby is bigger. Glory to the Most High God. Trust God. I don't know who you are. I don't know exactly who this is for, but God said, make room for the new. God said he's been doing his part. He's been making room for the new in your life, even though you didn't understand. Because sometimes that process of stripping away and letting go is painful, but you can trust God with it. And as I was waking up, he said something to me. He was like, there's a season, and there's a season, right, where, let's just say you have a field of crops, right? There's a season where you have to go through and you have to clear the land off, right? But it's a purpose and a reason to you clearing off that land and moving all of that stubble and moving everything out of the way, and you till that land. God said, because you're preparing. There's a preparation. There's a preparation for the season of harvest, for the fruitful season. Glory to God. Let God be God. There's a lot of things that we're going to have to go through that don't make sense, but can I tell you, you will come into your due season. You will. The devil is a liar. You will come into your due season. Y'all, there's a time where you're going to hear the abundance of rain. You're going to feel like something is coming. You're going to feel like your blessings are coming. And then there is going to be a due season where them blessings are going to start hitting you in the top of your head. Do you hear me? There's a season where you're going to be like, well, where you're gonna keep getting prophesied to about. There's an increase coming to your finances, and your finances are about to overflow, and God is gonna bring you the wealth of the nations. Like, you're gonna keep on getting those prophetic words. Like, man, I hear something coming, but there is gonna be a due season where that blessing and that increases is going to hit your life. It is going to happen. Your season, there is a set time in the season for everything under the sun. Do you hear me? But there is always a sound that precedes the move of God. Just like in Ezekiel 37, where the prophet had to prophesy to the bones, and there was a rattling. There was a noise that happened before the manifestation. God said you're going to hear about it before you see it. He said, before I do anything in the earth, I put it in the mouth of my prophet. So here I am today, baby boy, baby girl, to let you know that God said he's making room for the new. And it's right now. It's right now. He's making room for the new, because there has literally been somebody who's like, God, there is nothing for me to do, nothing to put my hands to. God said, because the thing that he is bringing is going to be so big that he said, I need all hands on deck. I don't need you preoccupied with that. No, I need all the room and all the space, because it's going to be big. Do you hear me? Keep trusting God. Keep believing God. Because when I tell you, when that overflow comes, it is literally like a flood. Because I know, I've seen it, I experienced it, I'm in it right now. If you're not prepared for that big, huge increase, if you're not prepared for that flood that's about to hit your life, listen, you're not going to know what to do. You're going to let poverty eat up them finances. You're going to listen, that's why God always send you a word so you could be prepared. You could be ready. You could sit there in your unbelief if you don't want to, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Glory to God. Just like the prophet, I want to say it was Elijah. A prophet told the man, listen, God said it's about to rain. Go up and look for a cloud. And the man had to keep going and keep going and keep going. But can I tell you that if God said it, it is coming. It is coming. A new thing is coming. The rain is coming. Your overflow is coming. And if you're not ready to catch that flood, to catch that rain when it starts pouring down, you gotta be ready. Let me tell y'all, it's nothing to play with. You need to be ready. You need to be prepared. You need to know what you're going to do with those finances. Matter of fact, you need to have your savings account already open. You need to have your bank account already open. You need to be praying for God to give you the blueprint and to give you the details of exactly what He wants you to do with this blessing, because it's coming. It's about to hit you right now. Glory to God. There's no more delay concerning what God has said about you. There is no more delay concerning what God has said about you. God said right now, right now. Glory to God. Make room for the new. I know, sis, you've been alone for so long, girl. But when I tell you, suddenly you're going to be so busy. You're going to be going, like, suddenly dude just going to come into your life, and you're going to have to be going on all type of dates, all type of functions, doing this, doing that. Suddenly. So get ready. Get ready. God said time, He stands on the outside of time. So I don't care if you've been single, you've been alone for 10 years. It don't matter. God said time don't intimidate me, because when it's your time, it's your time. All glory be to the Most High God. I pray that this word bless you, and the word for you, child, is make room for the new. Because I'm believing in God for what He said is about to come into my life, y'all. I removed a ring that I usually wear, on my wedding finger, because I trust you, God, and I believe you. And this ain't a ring that I just got. It's a ring that I had for a long time, but there was a shift in the spirit that said something new is coming. And I believe you, God. There is somebody that God is waiting on you to do certain things just so He can see that you believe Him. God, I believe you. I'm preparing. I'm getting ready. I'm making room, because I know that you are not man that you shall lie, neither the Son of Man that you have to repent. But the only difference is there's no more delay right now. There's no more delay right now. The time is now. The time is now. I love y'all so much. I pray that this word blesses who it is for. Have a great day.